With a few days left before Microsoft's E3 press conference and the reveal of Halo Infinite's multiplayer, today I'm going to be talking about the 7th season of the Halo Master Chief Collection and talk a little bit more about what I expect in the Halo Infinite's presentation this coming Sunday. Alright, on the first bit of news, the Customs Games browser will be making its official debut in Season 7. For those people that participated in the scale test of the CGB back in April, you should expect a lot of the same functionality and features that you were testing during that day, like the ability to rotate maps, ability to repeat maps and game modes, and all that stuff. In the MCC development update, 343 did talk about a couple of issues that they fixed and enhanced. Number 1, full sessions will now sort to the bottom of the browse list, meaning to say that servers that have, like, let's say 8 players out of 16, they're gonna prioritize that over a server that has, let's say, 14 out of 16. So this kind of gives incentive for people to join these empty servers and have all these games going, rather than having everybody focus on the bigger numbers. Like, you know, let's say this lobby has 16 players. What most people will do is they will wait until somebody leaves the game and then they can just join. So what they're actually doing is they're making the sorting filter by minimum players first, but I kind of assume they will have like an option or filter to sort by maximum players. Number 2, several issues around the ordering of sessions when a sort column is selected have been fixed. Number 3, CGB now has addressed an exploit where cheaters flagged by EAC or Easy Anti-Cheat were not removed from sessions. Number 4, the naming for endgame is now replaced with next game in the pause menu when repeat game is enabled. Number 5, improvements for party handling during gameplay with voice and text chat, and many other polishes that they haven't listed here in the development update. And just to remind everybody that the CGB will start off with Halo Reach, as they've said before that the CGB will be done in phases, meaning to say that they will start gradually with Halo Reach, then move on to Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, and then finally Halo 4. At this current time, there is no timeline as to when the other games will have CGB, but they did say that these will be coming gradually as time progresses. So hopefully before Halo Infinite we will have the CGB for all games. Up next, Firefight will be integrated under the Social Games Matchmaking. It will use the same match composer framework that the multiplayer currently uses, which is nice because now you can pick and choose which game you want to play. And let's say you want to play Halo Reach Arcade and Halo 3 ODST Arcade, you can do that. Or if you want to search the entire playlist for Firefight, you can do that as well. That way you're not bounded to a single playlist, which is how it kind of works right now on the MCC, where you only have one playlist to search for. And the problem is, if there's not enough players, then you're kind of just sitting there in the main menu waiting for people to join. With Match Composer, hopefully that will speed up the matchmaking and not sit in the main menu for a very long time. And besides, it will also give incentive for people to play Firefight more. For those Firefight fans, this is definitely going to be a big boost for you guys. Now, it would be nice if 343 could bring Invasion to Social Matchmaking, but we'll see about that in the future if they will decide to change that. And last but not least is additional mod support for Halo 1 coming to Season 7. In a recent Xbox livestream, they did talk about the mod tools that is coming to MCC, and I'll let you guys hear what they have to say.
So we're doing a similar approach, and it's part of the priorities for this year is really expanding our mod story scope all up to MCC and what that means. And for us, we're really prioritizing the tools. So for some of these even older Halo games, there was, you know, Halo 1 on PC, right? There was a Halo 2 Vista version on PC, and these games had mod tools back then because it was obviously like a PC game. That they were able to modify content, you know, and make cool things, make cool maps, adjust, you know, how fast guns shoot, you know what I mean? Pretty much creating like the experience you want to create. And so we're bringing that into pretty much Season 7 for Halo 1. So we're looking at obviously, and we did a little bit of support last CU for it, or last season, Season 6, for adding a little bit of H1. mod support, but we're really trying to get our tools ready for this upcoming season for Halo 1, so people can just like download these tools, and then maybe somebody wants to walk around with putting a parrot on their shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like we've seen some cool things that people can make. So
we're gonna
excited.
have to do that. So
Basically, to understand what is actually happening here, right now MCC Season 6 does have partial support for custom edition maps. You can actually import custom edition maps into MCC, although not all of them will work correctly. There are certain issues with some maps. Some of them may have glitches, some of them may not even load, some may even crash the game, but generally a lot of the maps should work, assuming they are using the official mod tools for Halo 1. And it does seem like 343 may be hinting to re-release modding tools for Halo 1, which makes sense given that the mod tools for Halo 1 right now is only meant for the Gearbox version. Yes, technically you can use these mod tools to make maps for Halo 1 on MCC, but the problem is, like I said earlier, there can be times where the game will crash or the map will not load due to specific differences between the Gearbox version and the MCC version. So having a updated mod tool will definitely help with the production or development of these new mods for Halo 1, and I think this is a very exciting time for modders to really get into Halo 1, and hopefully down the line we will see Halo 2, which I think they're also hinting that Halo 2 might be getting mod support as well. But we'll have to wait and see when Season 7 drops, because when Season 6 dropped, people found out that you can actually import custom edition maps into MCC. So, like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's talk about Halo Infinite and what do I really expect from Microsoft's E3 press conference. Now, for one thing, I do expect that we will be seeing multiplayer in the press conference, given that we've already seen enough of campaign in the past few months, and we also had a campaign reveal last year, so it would totally make sense to reveal the multiplayer this time, because I think this is what most people are waiting for. And really for me, I do expect that the multiplayer will probably be like a mixture of Halo 5 and Halo 3. I mean, personally, I have never played Halo 5's multiplayer. Not sure if I could count Halo 5 Forge on PC. My god, that game is really awful on PC. I don't want to touch that ever again. But I really don't have much experience when it comes to Halo 5's multiplayer. Although, people do say that Halo 5's multiplayer is much better than Halo 4. So with that positive feedback from Halo 5, it's possible that Halo 5 or Halo Infinite's multiplayer will play exactly, or not exactly the same, but built upon Halo 5's multiplayer, with some elements from the previous legacy games like Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3. Because Halo Infinite is a spiritual reboot of Halo Combat Evolved, so I do expect some elements from previous games in Halo Infinite. But you know, we have to learn how to keep our expectations just a little bit lower here. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be hyped up for Halo Infinite or be excited for it. I'm just saying that don't expect Halo Infinite to be the game that should be playing like Halo 3 or Halo 2 or even Halo 1. You have to remember that these games came out in a different time, and if you compare it to now in 2021, there's like a lot of different FPS games to play. You got Overwatch, you got Valorant, you got Rainbow Six Siege, you got, you know, Apex Legends, Call of Duty. For Halo to be relevant, they really need to have something to kind of match the other FPS games, even if it means to copy some of the gameplay mechanics that the other games have. I know people don't want Battle Royale in Halo, people don't want Sprint in Halo, but they have to do something to keep Halo relevant for most people. And the thing is, for 343, they have a very tough balance to really figure out, is how do you satisfy the new people coming into Halo, but at the same time, how do you keep the older fans happy? Because right now, both sides are always at war. you got the newer fans that really want Sprint, but then you have the older fans that don't want Sprint, and then you have these two people clashing at each other because for whatever reason we want to debate, oh, that Sprint is bad, Sprint is good. Yeah, it's a tough balance really to figure out which kind of fans that the developer should be focused on. At the end of the day, you cannot really satisfy everybody. Everybody has their own different opinions about the game, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. My opinion could be different, and your opinion can be different. That's part of us. We're all Halo fans at the end of the day. For me, when it comes to Halo Infinite, all I care about is a brand new experience. The last Halo game that I played was Halo 4, and this was back in 2012, almost 9 years ago. And I have not played Halo 5, so coming from Halo 4 to Halo Infinite is going to be a brand new experience for me. Whether it has sprint or not, whether or not it plays differently from Halo 3, I don't care. I just want a new game to play, and Halo Infinite is going to be that game that I'm very excited to play. And that's really all I really care about, and I'm really hoping to see some very good gameplay of Halo Infinite this coming Sunday, and I'm very excited to see what 343 is going to be showing off at E3. And I think that's my opinion on this matter. I don't have much to talk about with Halo Infinite. I know this channel is all about Halo MCC, but the reality of it is there's really not much to talk about with Halo Infinite at this time. Maybe once the game comes out, then yes, I will talk about Halo Infinite more. But for the time being, this is what I can really do for now as a YouTuber. But anyways guys, thank you guys for watching, and I also want to thank everybody that has subscribed recently. I did see a huge spike in subscribers recently because of the Halo CE video I made a few weeks ago, and I would like to thank all of you guys for sticking around or subscribing. Right now I'm trying to get my channel to be more gaming centric. I don't want to be limited to just Halo, but hopefully you guys will appreciate the content that I will post on this channel. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect.